Next, let's cover the kicks. In Rank 1 of Satori-Do, basic techniques, we just have one basic kick. Now there are 3 kicks that you can do with that one kick, and those kicks are determined by the weapon that you're using. On a kick, we have 3 weapons. The first weapon is your instep, or the top of your foot. The second weapon is the heel, or the bottom of your foot. And the third weapon is the ball of your foot. Notice how I curl my toes back when I kick with the ball. So a snap kick is done by kicking with the instep, toe pointed. A pushing kick is done by kicking with the heel and stepping through. A piercing kick is done by pulling your toes back and kicking with the ball. So the difference is that a snap kick is a very fast kick and it can be very powerful, but it's more of it's a larger surface area that you're hitting with. So it doesn't have quite the same braking power that, for instance, a piercing kick would. Also, you don't have the same reach and you're kicking upward. So with a front snap kick, the only direction I can kick is upward. I can kick slightly sideways, but in general, it's an upward motion. With a front piercing kick, the kick is going in forward, right? So I'm breaking something in front of me, the ribs, the face, whatever. And then a front pushing kick is not designed to break things. I mean, it can still be powerful and hurt, but it's designed to move your opponent. So when I do a front pushing kick, I kick with my heel and I push my opponent backwards and step through the kick. Now, a couple of tips that will make these kicks easier, I think, is your left foot. If I'm kicking with my right foot, my left foot is called my plant foot. It's the one staying on the ground. If you turn it slightly to the side, it can be this, everybody's gonna have their preference with how far they want to turn it. I don't recommend turning it too far because then it gets weird, but I usually turn it to about a 45 degree. And the reason why I like doing that is it kind of opens up your hips a little bit. It opens up these hip flexors and allows you to get your knee higher than you could otherwise get your knee, right? And if you keep your feet here, if you're really flexible, you can do this. But I think that for people that are less flexible or newer, it's just easier to turn this foot a little bit. So you turn your foot, you get your knee up, and you point your knee at your target. So if I'm kicking the camera, I point my knee right at the camera, maybe a little past the camera. And then I just snap, like that. So the motion should be like this. And that's a front snap kick. And it's the same with all the kicks. You point your knee, and you snap. Most of the power in a front kick comes from the extension here and your hips. So you're going to throw, if I'm kicking with the back leg, I'm going to throw my hips at the target. I'm going to throw my knee at the target, and then I'm going to throw my foot at the target. So you're kind of unfolding this multiple hinged whip. Like imagine you have a stick and it's got 3 hinges in it, and you're going to kind of it's all folded up, and you're just going to unfold it and kind of whip it. And that's what you're doing with the front piercing kick and the front snap kick.